Alright, so here we go. There's been times when I thought, hey, I'll just hop on YouTube and tell this story or that story about some real stuff that's happened to me. But, it seems like all the really good stories are all about shit. And I'm like, I don't know. People don't want to hear about shit. These are funny stories, but also people I think get a little grossed out. But man, I've added a new shit story to the arsenal this week. And man, I gotta do it now. So I'm just gonna do them all at once. So if you're not into shit stories, you better bail now. Because that's all this is. About 3 or 4 of them. Maybe even 5. I don't know. Might get a bonus about me shitting my pants at my brother's high school graduation party. I don't know if I'll tell that one. Not. I briefly touched on the time I shit in my fucking pants. These were all as adults too. No drugs were involved. One time I spent the night with this girl, barely knew her. It was a near miss there. But anyhow, the first story. Enough about me and my shitting pants is in adult stories. Maybe we'll get to that. We'll see. But these other 3, man, they're whoppers. First one, we'll go with the one I just heard recently. It's dude. I'm gonna change names, obviously, because a couple of these people know. There's potential they could see this. Just people I know, they know, mutual friends. They'd be like, dude, F Zappa 20's all over you, bud. You gotta watch this YouTube video. But what I will do is, in place of their real names, I'll give like a name of somebody they kind of look like, or something like that. Just kind of give you a vision, so you can visualize what's going on here. So the first one's about this dude Beavis. I've known Beavis. I knew Beavis like way back, fucking, I don't know, 20 years ago or whatever. Haven't really stayed in contact with him, but he doesn't live too far away from the Dayton area. So anyhow, this dude I work with, he's got a wife, and his wife and Beavis's wife talk. And it started out the other day, dude I work with was like, man, you ever remember Beavis taking a shit? Like, nah, man, I really don't recall. I don't recall that, man. I remember I got some good Beavis stories, but none of them really involve him taking a shit. Not that I would, though. We were like teenagers at that time. Went to a Jethro Tull concert with him once. So anyhow, he tells me what's going on. He was on the phone with his wife, hysterically laughing. I know this is going to take forever. Sorry. Hang in there, though. They're good. Trust me. Thanksgiving night. Good story. Black Friday. So the dude tells me what's up, and he's, we get past the shitting thing, and he tells me, his wife says, Beavis's wife says, they've been married 7 years now, and it's really weird that he just never hardly ever shits. Beavis claims that he shits once a week, and he does it at work. So, that's the deal. And she's like, fuck, man, we've been together 7 years. I just thought it was unusual, but whatever. It was kind of nice. Well, it turns out, obviously, man, the guy doesn't just shit once a week and only do it at work. So last week she goes out, and of course she tells the wife tells the guy tells me, so now fucking everybody knows this guy's shitting habits, and now you'll all know this guy's shitting habits, old Beavis himself. So she goes out to their garage last week, I don't know, freezer or something, whatever she's going out in the garage for, and there he is, dude. Beavis is in the garage shitting in a bucket, and he's been doing it all along. A fucking grown man, his reason was that he's embarrassed to shit around her. I know that feeling. Like, I understand. Like, look, if it's your first date or something, you want to impress a chick, you're probably not going to go take a big fucking shit right in the middle. So I get it. But, man, 7 years of marriage, the whole time they probably dated all this. They got kids. Who knows the shit they've been through together? But yet he's embarrassed. I don't know if he takes some foul shits. I instantly want to know, does he rinse the bucket out every time? Where does he put it? Does he use toilet paper? What the fuck's going on? What does he do when he's other places? Like at home, okay, he's got the garage and the bucket, but what's he do when he's on the road? Then I recall the time, dude, way back in high school. Still living at my parents' house, like most people in high school. He comes over, man. We burn a couple down, and just really oddly, just out of nowhere, he's like, oh shit, dude, I gotta go, man. I fucking think I left the oven on at home. And I just kind of thought, whatever, dude. He was just coming by to smoke some shit. Now he's off. But I think, man, he might have had to shit that time. I remember that story 20 years ago. So that's story number 1. Beavis shits in a bucket. Just very strange. I had a lot of questions. Number 2, this guy, Nate Dogg, we'll call him. This was another job I had. I was a fucking teenager. Worked for a lawn service. We went around spraying fucking insecticides, fertilizing the roots, all that good stuff, right? So we're in Centerville, Ohio. Pretty, decent, nice little suburban area here in Ohio. McCurkherb Street and others, AJ Hawk, Mike Nugent. So anyhow, it's that kind of place. So we're doing these condos, right? And they got like an office, small little office, clubhouse, whatever you want to call it. And it's small, man. I mean, that room, it was probably like 12 by 14. But it did have a small little single bathroom with a sink and a toilet. The fucking Nate Dogg dude goes in there like his 3rd day on the job. Just goes in there and blows it up, dude. Takes a monster shit. Probably had Taco Bell or KFC or something for lunch. I don't know. Whatever fucking he was a little overweight too. You know, that just adds to it. So, you know how them fucking overweight people shit, dude. Believe me, I'm getting there. I know. It can get bad. So about 10 minutes later, dude, our boss is on the radio. Hey guys, I thought this went without saying, but if you got to go to the bathroom when you're on the job site, take a few minutes, leave, go to a public restroom, blah, blah, blah. He knew who did it, dude. We all told him it was fucking Nate Dogg. None of us were going down. We're like, dude, we ain't going down for blowing up the Harbor Club with a big explosive shit. Dude, that same lady, we went there like 4 times a year, and that same lady always worked in the office. Luckily, Nate Dogg didn't stick around long. That was just the beginning of his problems. There at that job. That fucking poor lady, man. I'm talking, it was a tiny little office, dude. And this was a nasty guy. And he just went in there and was like, hey, use your bathroom. She probably thought he was going to piss, wash his hands. Nah, dude. A fucking straight deuce on her. So that leads us to the other story. It's fucking same guy, same job. This dude, for some reason, he did the right thing, man. He went in public places. We were like a little fucking team. We had our own trucks, but we always worked together. All those little suburban areas around the Dayton area. Whatever. So, what I'm getting at is there are a lot of fast food restaurants, a lot of gas stations. This dude would proudly call himself the Unipooper. He would go around to all these public restrooms and shit and not flush. That was it. That was a really short story, but I don't know what that guy's deal was. Look, he was young like me. He was usually fucking high on marijuana. He would eat a lot of fast food and chips and drink Mountain Dew and then just go fucking shit at like a BP station or something. I don't know, man. He was proud of that, though. He went around just fucking dropping metaphorical shit bombs on the Dayton area, and he stuck with it, man. Most of the summer that I worked with him. That was a good one. Then, like I touched on, I know the video's probably running a little long, but I touched on that earlier, man. I think I must have been just about 13 years old when I shit my pants at my brother's graduation party. Look, man, I was playing around this pond. I think I was trying to catch some bluegills. I knew I had to go, man. I was trying to squeeze the old cheeks together. I just didn't want to go yet. So eventually, man, it's like Code Red. We're at some fucking public park, too, So it wasn't just like him going on. There's all kinds of people there. There's people there fishing, other people playing tennis, basketball, just fucking people walking their dogs, whatever you do in the fucking middle of the summer in a public park. So I run up to the bathroom. All I know is I didn't make it. I was close. I almost got to the bathroom, but at some point I just had to stop running and just shit my pants right there. So then I do run into the bathroom, just totally threw it all right in the trash, and I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, I'm practically naked here, public park, so... Luckily, I knew my sister and some of her friends were nearby, like in shouting distance. So I kind of just get my head out of the bathroom and yell for her. She goes and gets me a goddamn plastic tablecloth. I end up wearing it like a skirt out of there. Have to drive home, just shit all over my legs. My poor sister, she's like 16 or 17 at the time. She had to drive me home. And oh, God, the smell in that car must have been so bad. She was cool about it, though. She didn't laugh at me too hard. She didn't tell too many people. Luckily, I came up with the brilliant idea to tell my mom, to tell everybody I fell into the pond. There's still photographic evidence of the graduation party. And like early in the day, I'm wearing one outfit. Later in the day, I'm wearing another outfit. Shit my pants right in the middle of it. I was way too old to be shitting my pants. But I knew, man, those bluegill were biting. Didn't want to run yet. And then I guess, yeah, that fit story is one. It's this girl that I didn't know that well. I spent the night at her house, man. We had some Chinese. I had to shit in the middle of the night. Fucking didn't go well. Whatever. I wouldn't be like fucking Beavis, though. 7 years they've been married, and he's still embarrassed to shit around her. At least that's what he said. I think he's got there's probably some psychological stuff there. I don't know what's up with that. Probably goes way back to early childhood or something, right? I mean, I've heard myths, there's guys out there, hot chicks, there's always the funny story about how they don't shit. It's not, they won't be as hot or whatever, but whatever, man. You're married to a chick, you got a kid, you've been together 7 years. I say fucking shit away, buddy. The Unipooper, I got a kick out of that guy. Nate Dogg, oh Jesus, man. Blowing up the lady at the Harbor Club, that was horrible. Horrible of that guy. And then me, a young 13-year-old F-Zappa 20, shitting his pants. I think I was wearing a fucking Miami Hurricanes outfit. Starter. It's like 92, bro. Hardcore. Alright, man. We're out of here. Hope you enjoyed the stories. Hope you hung around. There's a lot of shit stories. Plus, there was Randy at work. Whenever he would shit at work, he would really lean forward. That way he would blast all his shit to the back of the toilet because he didn't like the guy that cleaned the bathrooms. That was a real quick story there.